Ethan, today is the endless demo.
That's true.
Did you finish it? I mean, this looks like a pretty good gray box. I mean, I was busy walking my goldfish. Is this done? Did you finish?
It's not done yet, but we're gonna finish it together right
Okay. I mean, sure. I mean, you were supposed to do the whole thing, but that's fine. All right. So here's how it goes. When I want to move an Endstar, just so everyone's aware, I can do my arrow keys, or I can do my standard WASD, as you would in an MMO or Call of Duty, whatever, your regular game movement keys. I would recommend using those so that way your right hand is freed up to use the mouse. If I want to go forward, I'm going to hold W. If I want to go back, I'm going to hold S. If I want to go right, I'm going to hold D. If I want to go left, I'm going to hold A. I can do a combination of these inputs to walk at angles, or in a circle if I really want to. And then I can jump with space if I wanted to jump up on these blocks. Also, when I'm in edit mode, which we'll talk about more later, but when you first load into a level you're building, you will be in edit mode. You'll see my mouse is freestanding. Usually my mouse would control my camera angle. In order to control it when I'm in this mode, I'm going to hold right click, and then I can rotate it. And this is, it's a regular in-engine thing for most editors, and it's also standard MMO controls. If you've played World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, you're going to have a really easy time translating over. If you haven't, don't worry about it. You're just going to hold right-click and move the camera whenever you want to look at something. And if you want to be really, really cool, you can move and move the camera at the same time. Amazing, right?
Pro gamer moves.
Pro gamer moves. Let's say I really wanted to like go up to the top of this block, right? But I don't want to jump because there's no way to. And I don't know how to place terrain yet because Ethan hasn't told me. And he also didn't finish the level. So I'm going to press G for ghost mode. We'll see this little toggle goes on here. And then I can hold space and I can ascend. Or I can hold Z and I can descend. I like ascending more. I think it's more fun, especially if you sing Ave Maria in your head. But then I can go wherever I want with Ave Maria blasting full volume in my mind. And when I get there, I can press G to fall down again. The other helpful aspect of ghost mode is it turns me into a ghost. I can go through things. I don't have to worry about walking all the way around to place a block. I can just whoop, fly through. It also increases your speed, which is pretty fun. Ethan, I know that you've put a lot of work into this level. I did just want to point out, if you look at, I mean, you can't see where my mouse is, but audience, if you take a look at this, this is giving me agita. You'll see this is uneven. And Ethan should be shamed for this, and he should also fix it. So, Ethan, how would you fix this?
I guess we can make it more even. I'm gonna go to my terrain tool by pressing 2. Then I'm going to open the tile set menu. These are all of the tile sets that are open in the game right now. I'm gonna pick the ancient ruins since that's the same one we used for the wall. And in order to place the tiles, I'm just gonna hover my mouse over where it should appear in the game world and click. And I can place them one by one like this. Or if I wanted to, I can click and I can press E to drag up. And I can click and drag to press up over here, so it's even. And if I wanted to make some walls and still stand here, I can press E again to change the direction that I'm painting, like this. And let's say I wanted to make a roof for this building. I can press E again, and now I can drag out like here. Or if I wanted to make a floor, I could click and drag out like this.
So, Ethan, I have two questions for you. Number one, who is supposed to use that door? Is that a door for ants? You've blocked off half of it.
Oh no, I did block it off.
You're going to have to fix that. Number two, let's say once you fix that, you wanted the floor to be a different material than the walls and the roof, and you didn't want to scroll through your tile sets to find the block that you wanted, but it's already in the world somewhere. Is there a shortcut? Could you show me those two things?
Yes, there is a shortcut. First, we're going to start with erasing. We're going to press 4 on our keyboard to enter erase mode. And erasing works just the same as tile placing. So I can either do it individually, like this, by just clicking, or I can drag out like this. Just to make it easier for us going forward, I'm going to erase the roof as well. And then finally, we're going to erase the wall. So we're going to press E until we're painting this way. Next, what we're going to do, if we want to make a floor, we're going to destroy the floor that's currently here. this should be about good. And then if I want it to be a different material, I can press Alt on my keyboard and click on the block that I want to copy, and then that selects it automatically in the tile set menu, and I can paint it just like I would normally. So to demonstrate, again, I can hold Alt, click, and drag, and then if I want the ancient ruins, then I can do the same thing, Alt, select, and then click and drag again. How does that look, James?
I think it looks great. It has kind of like a shadow box feel to it, like I would make in elementary school. So, Ethan, I really want something to tell somebody to go through this door, right? In order to do that, I'm going to use what's called a sign, and a sign in Endstar is going to be under the props. So just like Ethan was using 2 and 4 to change his painting tool to his erase tool, I'm going to click 3, and that'll open up my props. For my props, I can search by name, and I can type in sign. That was sing. I can type in sign, and I have my floor sign wooden that pops up. Unfortunately, that's not quite legible. The player has to come up and interact with that. I also have wall sign small, which is something that I've added previously from the workshop. Let's say that this wasn't here. What would happen is I would click on this big plus if it was just the floor sign wooden and I want another one. I could either go in and create my own prop, which is a process that is in a different video. Don't worry about that. I want to search for a prop, something that's already been made. You'll see we have an ASU pitchfork, a burger, a cob of corn, and my personal favorite, the Ace of Hearts. I don't know why we have an Ace of Hearts. We just do. But I want a sign, so I'm going to type in sign, enter. I get 6 different versions of signs: warning signs, hanging signs, scrap signs. I want the wall sign small, which I've already added. You'll see it says already added in game library. Let's say I wanted the floor sign stone to match the other environment. I can click on that, and then I would click add. And that'll populate in here, and it'll add it to my little cursor, and I can drag it and place it if I wanted. I want the player to be able to see it, so I'm doing a wall sign small. And then I will press 6 to open my inspector. This allows me to see the properties of a prop. So what I can do is I can click on this sign down here. This is the one that's not legible. This is the floor sign wooden. I'd have to add text and a sign name instead of walk up and talk to it. For my wooden sign, I can click on it with 6 selected, click on it. I can name it. So I'm going to name this exit sign. And then I have to give it text. For my text, I'm going to say sign exit, that's exot, this way, hyphen Baba Booey. I don't know why I put Baba Booey, but I just really felt like I needed to put Baba Booey. So those are my 3 signs. I don't want these 2 signs here. I only want the wooden one, so I'm going to press 4 to open my eraser, and I can close these and delete them. Let's say, Ethan, that we wanted a little cutscene Rooney. How would you do that?
Yeah, so we'll make a cutscene so when the player enters the level, it shows them the door so they know where to go. So I'm going to go over to where our player spawns, and I'm just going to grab them with the move tool by pressing 8. Then I'm going to select the spawn point, and I'm going to press R on my keyboard to spin them around. Or alternatively, I can click on them to move and drag, and then they'll face whichever way this arrow is pointing. Next, I'm going to go to my props menu by pressing 3, and we're going to search for the level start event. I'm going to put it next to my player so that in the future I know, hey, this is for when this level starts for the first time. So I'm going to click right there. Next, we're going to search for the camera. I'm going to do a static camera, and we're just going to place it probably right here. So one thing about this is this acts like any other prop, so I can't adjust the height without placing another thing on top of it. So I'm just going to place the camera on top of the camera and then erase the camera under it with the erase tool. Next, I'm going to go to the inspector tool. So press 6 on my keyboard and select the camera. Now we're going to edit some of our cutscene parameters. So we're going to make sure that it is set to global so that everyone in the game is looking through the cutscene when it's playing. I'm going to name my camera to starting cutscene. And I don't want the shot duration to be too long, so I'm just going to make it like 3 seconds so they don't get stuck. I need to make sure that my player is invulnerable during the cutscene in case I add any crazy enemies in. And I don't want them to be able to move while the cutscene's going, so I'm going to say input allowed during cutscene to none. All right, all of these should be fine for now. Let's go ahead and wire it. So I'm going to press 5 on my keyboard to enter the wiring tool. And I'm going to click that level start event prop that we placed earlier with the wiring tool. And I'm going to click my camera. So it's going to give me a couple different options. So we're going to say on level start, which is an event that this prop sends when the level starts. Enter shot. So that's going to start our cutscene. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm. And I can exit out of it here. James, do you want to try out the cutscene?
All right, do you want to do this with me? Because we have this wonderful ability in Endstar where it's our play mode. There's two versions. Number one, I can click this big play button. You'll see it'll start a countdown of 30 seconds. If Ethan clicks this, don't click it, Ethan, it'll go down to 1 second and we'll start immediately. If I've added something to the level, if I wired the camera together and I just want to check and make sure it would work, I can click this small little box. You see if I hover over it, it says play now solo, and I'll do it alone. And Ethan will be able to continue to build in the create mode. I'll be sent to an instance of the level to test out whatever I just added, and then when I go back, I will rejoin Ethan's game seamlessly and see whatever additions he's made. So Ethan, do you want to do this with me?
Yes, James, let's do it together.
Oh, best friends.
Best friends.
For how long?
For forever.
Best friends. Forever. Less than a year. All right, so it takes 5 seconds. Then we get this wonderful loading screen. Don't be afraid. That's just doing all of the math and contacting the servers to convert this into a play mode. That's fine. Anyways, we are here. I'm just now realizing I wrote sign exit this way and not exit sign this way. Maybe I am the one with dyslexia.
It's possible.
Maybe dyslexia is the friends we made along the way. Anyways, Ethan, I can't go through this door.
That's because we still need to make a way to enter the door.
You didn't do that?
Not yet. We still have to do that.
Fine, I'll do it. So let's say that we wanted to stop play mode. You'll notice my mouse is gone. This is converted back to regular third-person controls. Holding right-click does nothing. The mouse just rotates around my character. If I wanted to go back to create mode, I have to hold Alt. Holding Alt reveals my mouse. If I release Alt, my mouse goes away, and then I go back to this control. So get some experience pressing Alt. You're going to be using it a lot for Endstar. If I press Alt, I can go up here, and similar to my little start button, I have a stop button. This will stop the match for both of us. Or it'll signal that I want to stop the match. Or I can stop solo. I want to stop the match with Ethan.
Together.
So it goes from 30 seconds down to 5 seconds once everyone is ready, and then it'll load us in. Once we have gone through this loading screen, because I don't trust Ethan to do this, I'm going to wire the door open. So let's use a lever. I was going to say pressure plate. Lever's more fun. First, I'm going to fix this sign. I'm going to do exit sign this way. Exit sign. Beautiful. All right. So to place my lever, I'm going to press 3 because it's a prop. It's one of the first ones there. I'll click on it. I can put it anywhere in the world. I don't like it when the lever clips through the door. Just like the uneven walls, it gives me agita. So I'm going to press R. That'll rotate my prop. I want it this way, because that seems more fun for me. If I don't want this anymore, I can right-click, and it disappears. So I want this lever to open this door. In order to do that, I'm going to use my wiring tool, which is 5. Think of this as your Indiana Jones running through a dungeon. He steps on a pressure plate, it'll shoot out arrows at him. I have to have the pressure plate, and then I have to have the arrows. I have my trigger, the pressure plate. I have the event, the arrows. So my trigger in this case is my door, or my lever. My arrows is my door. So I click on my trigger, which is my lever, and then I need to wire it to my arrows, my door. I'm going to click that. That'll wire them together. Then I have to specify what I want to happen. So when the lever is flipped, I would like the door to open. I could start with the door open. When I flip the lever, it could close, or I could flip it and have it toggle open, or I could have one position on the lever be open, the other position's closed. I'm just going to have it flipped, it opens, and that's it. The other thing I need to check the properties of my door and make sure it actually can be opened. In order to do that, I'm going to press 6. I'm going to open it up. It says not openable. I think I'm going to leave it like that, actually, because if I leave it as regularly openable, when I walk up to it, it should give me a prompt to open it. Is that correct, Ethan?
Yes. That's
So
correct.
I'm going to leave it as not openable because I want the lever to be the only way to open it. So now I'm going to go up and click play. I'm going to wait for my best friend Ethan to click play with me too.
Yippee!
Yippee.
Iterative
Give it.
design.
Endstar is really good at iterative design. Raise your hand if you've ever done iterative design. Now put them down because I can't see anything. There we go. Ethan's got his little cutscene. I do not because of how he wired it. We're back. Ethan, do you want to do the honors of opening the door?
Yes. Oh
Ethan,
God.
these gentlemen. What is happening? This is not what Tolkien would have wanted for the orcs.
This is not what Tolkien would have wanted.
All right.
Hurry, make it through the door.
Ethan, I'm dead.
You're dead. They haven't gotten me yet. They'll never
I'm doing
catch
a little
me.
shuffle. Pro gamer moves. Help me. Help me.
Help
Oh,
me.
you made me run for a second?
Oh,
You're
I'm
also
down too.
All right. So another key thing in Endstar is there's no default fail state. If you want to add respawn behavior or anything else, you have to add that yourself. So if we're down and we haven't added that, for some reason I'm standing up even though I have the down condition, I'm going to hold Alt and I'm going to click Stop to return. And then we can add that. I also think, Ethan, we should have a weapon to fight back.
That's a great idea.
Do you think we should add anything else?
For sure, the downstate and the weapon, and probably a way to exit the level.
Exit the level. Do we want health too? Like a health pickup?
Yeah, we can add a health pickup.
Cool. Yeah, I'll add the sword. You can add the level transition. So to add my sword, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to type in sword in props. I have sword light. There's also a bigger sword, which I know Ethan prefers. So I'm going to click on the plus. I'll go to search for prop easy. Search by name, sword. Sword heavy. This is Ethan's favorite. Add. And let's say I wanted to be a little cheeky. I could also add rifle. I'll take the auto rifle because it makes life easy. Beautiful. We now have 3 weapons in the game. For my sword, Ethan gets the heavy sword. I get the light sword. And then I'm going to put the rifle in the enemy room. They won't pick it up, but it'll be a little reward if we want to rush in and grab it. There we go. All right, Ethan, will you show us how to end the level or transition the level now?
Yeah. So I'm going to make the level transition be at the end of this hallway right here. So we're going to use our erase tool. We're just going to make a little hole in the wall. I'm going to fill this out with a floor using my terrain tool. Next, we're going to add another door. So we're going to press 3, and I'm going to grab this door mechanical right here. Just place it down right there at the end of the hallway. We're going to create basically an event with our NPC that checks whether they're alive or not. So I'm going to press 5 for my wiring tool, and I'm going to select this guy because he looks the scariest. Then we're going to click on the door, and we're going to say, on defeated, open the door. I'm going to hit confirm. Now, just to make sure this isn't too difficult for the player, I'm going to press 6 on my keyboard. I'm going to click on the orc, and I'm going to edit some of the NPC's parameters. So first, just so I know how to tell the difference between them, I'm going to name them boss NPC. I'm going to name him James.
Oh! I feel so
10 health is a lot, so I'm gonna probably lower it a little bit to like, I'm gonna say 6 health for now. Team is fine, they're all gonna be on the same team. If I wanted to make a friendly orc, I would just set them to friendly, but these are our mortal enemies, so we're gonna make sure they're set to team 1. And they're gonna be group A, combat mode aggressive. All of these should be fine for what we're trying to do with this guy. To make these a little more visually distinct, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these guys. And this guy, he's going to be the starting point for our grunt. So I'm going to name him Grunt. I'm going to click on him here. I'm going to press the settings. And I'm just going to get rid of his armor. So he looks a little bit weaker than the other orc. Great. I'm going to hit X here. And then we're going to make him have only 3 health, so half as much as the other guy. And everything else should be fine here. Grunt is going to be named uh Ethan.
I knew it was
All
coming.
right. I'm gonna hit 7 on my keyboard to enter copy mode. So this way I can grab him here, and you'll see it has Grunt selected in the top right. And I can place a copy of Grunt as many times as I want. So I'll show you guys in a second, but if I press 6 to go back into inspect mode, this Grunt has the same settings as this Grunt, but not the same settings as this Grunt. So that can be a really easy way to replicate some of the stuff you guys have made really quickly.
There's two more things I think we should have. We need to have our health utilities.
Oh, yes, good point.
So for that, I'm going to open props with 3 again, and there's in the front page healing injector. I'll place we'll place maybe 3 of those. 1, 2, 3 back here in case we need them in the back line. Also, I don't know about you, Ethan, but this is our final showdown. This is the end of the demo. It needs to look cool.
True.
So for that, I'm going to use this little thing called ambient settings. I'm going to place it. And what I can do with this, it immediately turns everything into an early morning sunrise. I can press 6 to inspect it, and I can go in and I can set this to something else, right? Let's say I want this to be heavenly, which I think is really pretty. It can kill people's PCs, though. I think Ethan's favorite, from what I know, is Aurora, so I'm going to select Aurora. There we go. And I kind of like this nighttime fight vibe, but I also want it to like switch to nighttime for the fight. I don't want it to be nighttime always. So for that, I'm going to click this box that says is default. I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to take this little wiring tool with 5, and my lever is wired into the door. I can wire multiple things to one source. So I'm going to wire from the lever into the ambient settings, and I'll say when this is flipped, change the skybox. Confirm. I'm also going to change this. It says sunrise. I want this to be Aurora. There we go. So now when the lever's flipped, it'll open the door and change the skybox to Ethan's favorite little mode.
Perfect.
Now we can fight to the death.
Let's do it. Oh, we should add the health utilities before we do anything. I'm going to press 3 on my keyboard. Then I'm going to go to search, and I'm going to type in player. Oh, it looks like we haven't added it yet. So I'm going to hit plus, search for prop. Then I'm going to type in player here. And then player health manager. Hit add. And then I'm going to put this next to my level start event. I'm going to hit 6 on my keyboard to inspect. And then I'm going to set the same thing as my respawn point. So you can see starting health is 10. So I'm going to say starting health 10. Respawn is set to true. And I'm going to say type instant. And then I'm going to put the location to be the same as my spawn point by clicking my eyedropper and then hovering over the spawn point and clicking. And then it's going to be checking that every 5 ticks. So every 5 frames, it's going to see, hey, should I respawn the player? Do you want to check it out, James?
See how you want to check it out with me?
Yes. Oh, wait. There's one more thing we need to do.
What do we need?
We forgot to actually make the level transition.
Oh, and you deleted my coins.
Yeah. Hold on. Really quick. We're going to search for a trigger volume. I'm going to put it right here. Trigger volumes are really useful. They're going to let us fire events every time something enters inside of them. So I'm going to hit up to make the box bigger. I'm going to hit right to make it go to the side. Then I'm going to press 3 on my keyboard and search for level transitioner. I'm going to place that right here. Press 5 to open the wiring tool. Click on the trigger volume. Click on the level transitioner, and I'm going to say untriggered, change level, and hit confirm. And then in order for this to work properly, I need to press 6 on my keyboard to open the properties. Click on the level transitioner. Set a target level, so we're going to say demo start, and I'm going to say target spawn point, basic spawn point. And that should be everything, James.
I say we give it a shot.
Let's do it. Pick up your sword.
I grabbed the heavy sword. I'm sorry. I will drop it and give it to you. There you go.
Wait, how'd you do that?
If you hold Alt and you click into the hotbar and pull out, you can drop stuff.
That's so cool.
Did you know that?
No?
And to think I trusted you with the demo.
God. All right.
Uh,
You pull the lever.
also, with this handy dash pack I gave, I'm gonna go steal the gun.
Rah! Light him
Oh,
up, James. Wait, who
I'm
gave him
out of
a
ammo.
gun?
I did.
Oh god. Good thing we put in the respawning logic, or I'd be a goner.
Oh, he does do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
All right, he's down.
We did it! Let's go!